Alright, let's restore another broken neon sign. This is only my second Canadian theme. I've had a beautiful moose head for a few years now. And this Molson Ice came with a broken ice tube. What's interesting about it is that it was made by the Warden Glass company, the company that patented the electric glass signs, a very unique and sophisticated way to make neon signs with three glass plates molten onto each other, and the middle plate has the lettering milled out of the glass. I didn't even know Warden Glass made regular neon signs too. Apparently they did. And this sign also has an interesting hack to make it work on 230 volts. It's a most simple dimmer circuit with a triac, and I have once before talked about that not being very healthy for the sign's lifespan. I'll put the old video link in the description. This looks like a home-etched circuit board, and the junction box is probably from the Netherlands. And we see that some tube supports are badly bent here, so it probably fell down somewhere. I'll unmount all of the tubes, clean and readjust all of this, and then put it back together. So in Germany it has always been usual that neon tubes were bent uncoated and then coated after bending. And it was also usual to regenerate tubes, so when the lifespan came to an end, the glass tubes were used again. Mercury and phosphor were removed, and the shops had the appropriate methods and safety measures to do that. They cleaned the tubes with a special acid and then gave them a new phosphor coating, fresh electrodes and fresh gas, so the tubes were used over and over again instead of new tubes being bent every 10 years or so. This sign, for example, has mostly original glass from the 70s, and the tubes were regenerated a few times. I know a neon shop that still does these regenerations, and I know they have a beautiful old ice blue phosphor. That's the can from 1975 from the phosphor plant of Heidelberg, a well-known name for neon supplies in that time. So I decided to do a German-style repair with this tube, just because we can, preserve the work of the original glass bender, and have that shop put the cool ice blue color in it. We carefully tapped out the loose powder and visible mercury, gave it a first rinse, and then I did the glass repairs. So I put a new piece of tubing in here and in here, and then it was acid washed and coated. This shop uses dry coating. That means they first shoot a little sponge with binder liquid through the tube with pressurized air forth and back, and that acts like a thin layer of glue on the inside glass walls. And then they shake the dry phosphor powder through the tube, which will stick to the inside walls, and then they dry the binder with a warm airflow through the tube. All that gets more difficult the thinner and longer the tube is, so I separated the original single ice tube into two shorter parts.